in session, we bout to school y'all. We a big deal, you with the big dog. Click, clack. I'm coming. Get out the way. I'm coming right for you. I grind big and I grind hard. I put the work in, no time card. Lace them up, yeah, lace them up. And if they sleepin', we about to go and wake them up. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. I'm coming right for you. One look at me and show you that I'm real. I do the work, turn your turf to a battlefield. Click, clack. Click, clack. Click, clack.
Told you. Look at all those snails the monster kidnapped.
Look, it's Gary.
So how do we save Gary without that monster snail seeing us?
Gary is the monster snail.
Huh? They grow up so fast, don't they?
These massive amounts of candy bars must have given him a sugar rush. We can't take him back home like this. We have to cut off his candy supply first.
Already on it, buddy.
Squidward, Banuga. We kick things off. Citizen in need. Karate Bob to the rescue.
Jelly extras were very convincingly beating me up.
Exile, you have wandered far to arrive at the shores of my lake. A hidden realm I have overseen for longer than time itself. These waters harbor deadly secrets. Rayclast is reflected here. Reassemble it as you see fit. But the mirror distorts reality. Beware the image that strikes back. The lake calls to you, Exile. Will you endure, or will you drown?
Way of the Hunter is a true next-generation hunting experience from developer Nine Rocks Games. It all begins here, a lodge owned by your grandfather, who taught you everything you need to know about hunting when you were young. These skills and more will be put to the test as you step in and run the family business for him while he takes a break, recovering from an illness. The game is set in 2 vast territories, each featuring 55 square miles of open-world terrain. Experience the ancient hunting grounds of the Pacific Northwest. From elk and deer to waterfowl, from mountain to valley, the Pacific Northwest showcases diversity of challenge and the very best of American hunting. You'll also test your hunting skills in Transylvania, once one of the most popular hunting destinations for European nobility. It becomes your hunting paradise to track everything from wild boar to gray wolves. From the deepest forests to rolling plains, this territory is steeped in history. These remarkable landscapes are controlled by a sophisticated system that simulates the life cycles of 2,500 animals in the Pacific Northwest and another 3,000 in Transylvania. Featuring a 24-hour day-night cycle and true-to-life flora and fauna, Way of the Hunter's realistic atmosphere immerses you in the wilderness and the heart of the hunt like never before. In Way of the Hunter, you can follow the story or choose your own path in free play. The adventure starts at Bear Den Ranch, where you'll acquire rifles and stock up on gear and ammunition to prepare for the hunt. It's your base where you'll work to supply ethically hunted meats to elite restaurants that require the highest quality standards. Clients from high-end local restaurants will reach out to you, and it's your job to bring home the game and pocket the cash. You can keep tabs on each order by accessing the objectives menu, where you can track markers, tasks, and jobs. In Way of the Hunter, you can choose from a wide variety of firearms, ranging from tried and trusted classics right through some of the most advanced contemporary sporting rifles on the market today. For every animal you hunt, there's a corresponding firearm. And say, for instance, the ideal weapon for hunting the roe deer is a Tier 4 rifle. There are 6 firearms tiers, starting with shotguns at Tier 1 and going up to Tier 6, which are the highest caliber firearms. Choose from the best officially licensed hunting gear available, from leading manufacturers including hunting rifles from Remington Firearms, Primos Calls, the Bushnell Prime 10x42 binoculars, and ammunition from the likes of Remington and Federal. You can store all your gear back at the lodge or in the trunk of your car. In Way of the Hunter, there's more than one way to hunt game. You'll need to explore and gain a deep knowledge of the terrain to understand where animals are at different stages of their day. Learn their habits, their habitats, and where they eat, drink, and sleep. There are dozens of animal species, each modeled with realistic behaviors. For example, if a deer hears you running or trampling through brush heavily, it's easily spooked. Play smart and be light on your feet. To track game, keep your eyes peeled for signs of life on animal paths, such as footprints, droppings, and urine. To assist you, stand still and use the Hunter Sense feature, which highlights important elements in the environment. Of course, for a real challenge, you can play without Hunter Sense, or customize the elements that'll be highlighted in your world to your preference. Successful hunters must use all of their abilities and senses. You can play the waiting game, Hunker down, stay silent, and listen out for sounds of life. Use hunting stands to watch out for animals to feed, water, or simply break cover. Callers can lure your target closer, but be careful. If the game catches wind of your scent, they'll be alerted to your presence and may move away. Now, however you choose to hunt, big game, small game, or birds, and whichever firearm and gear you use, you must be aware of your hunting pressure on the animals. If you hunt too often in the same zone, the animals feel your pressure and move on to another area. Once you've tracked the game you're looking for, the moment of truth draws close. Use binoculars or your scope to determine the distance, ballistics, and shooting range. Once you're 100% confident, line up, take a deep breath, and it's a clean shot that's pierced at least one lung. If an animal's lethally wounded but still moving, use hunter sense to track it and complete the hunt ethically. Place a marker on the spot where the animal was hit and investigate for blood tracks. Pink blood and bubbles means a lung was hit. And now you must end the hunt. When you take a successful shot, you're presented with the shot review screen. Bullet cam shows detailed information about the hunt and how and where you can improve next time. It's important for hunters to only take the cleanest shot possible to eliminate suffering for the animal. That's the way of the hunter. Back at the lodge, you can display trophies from successful hunts. They'll increase their magnificence depending on the animal's fitness and age. Animal habitats consist of groups that share a common average fitness value, which you can alter in two ways. Hunting low trophy score males will drive up the fitness value of the habitat, while hunting high score males that are better for the gene pool will pull it down and produce lower quality trophies over time. The more you explore the Pacific Northwest and Transylvania, the more areas you'll open up. Some regions have restricted access, and you'll need to get permission to hunt on them by purchasing access or taking on jobs. To navigate the vast world of the Way of the Hunter, you can use a variety of tools, including objective markers, fast travel and vehicles you can drive, store equipment in, and customize. You can also team up with friends or other hunters and venture out into the wilderness together to work as one. A new world of hunting awaits. Welcome to the Way of the Hunter. Coming soon to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Peggy 7.
heard of Irminsul before? The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it.
To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity a few hundred years ago. The sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru.
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Nilou's Dance of Subzerus is about to begin. The most important performance at the Subzerus Festival.
The goddess of flowers began to dance. Countless beautiful Padisars began to bloom wherever she stepped. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it. Trainee Forest Ranger Kale reporting for duty. Hi! Fly! Golden Amba, help!
The Withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline. One with the forest! Let's nip that in the bud! It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
You may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need.
The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods. I need you to find someone, a traveling merchant.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Shazam! Here's the goods! It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose.
Mark my words, our god shall return. All will suffer retribution together.
You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death.
Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
This device, it's extracting energy from the ley line.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
The Sub-Zeru's festival.
Boss?
Go celebrate the birth of that god.
What's happening? Oh, come on!
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
It would be too risky to continue the Subzerus Festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
We don't have many more festivals to waste.
Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial?
The world forget.
Hello, my name is Ash, and today I'm excited to introduce you to the latest game from Behavior Interactive, Meet Your Maker. Meet Your Maker is a devious take on first-person building and raiding game. Gameplay revolves around the creation and infiltration of standalone levels called outposts. And every outpost you'll encounter has been designed by a player to kill other trespassing players. Outposts are deadly maze-like structures teeming with a lethal array of customizable traps and guards. They extract and protect the most coveted resource in this post-apocalyptic Earth: pure genetic material. Welcome to the Sanctuary, your base of operations. This is your hub to upgrade your arsenal and plan your next move. The Sanctuary plays home to the Chimera, a living experiment created as a last resort to save life on Earth. As its custodian, you must provide it with the genetic material it needs to survive and evolve, which you'll acquire through building and raiding outposts. Building in Meet Your Maker is level design at its most malicious. Your objective is simple: build and fortify outposts to lure, outwit, and kill all trespassing players. To do this, you'll need to draw from an ever-expanding toolbox of block types, guards, and traps. Each category of trap can be altered with its own unique series of modifications. These range from speed, duration, bounce, invisibility, and more, giving you ultimate control over your deadly arsenal. Guards can also be modified with their own unique augments. Then, take control of our AI recording system to pre-record custom patrol paths for each guard and distract, surprise, or swarm your enemy. Customize your creation to truly make it your own with cosmetics, props, and accent lights. Enjoy your handiwork by watching raiders challenge your outpost via the replay system at any time. Progress and resources can never be lost by being raided, so watch and learn from those who live and return whenever you wish to improve on your design. With your outpost now extracting Genmat and racking up the kills, it's the perfect time to go raid other players' creations. Raiding is methodical, but also lightning fast, making for satisfying first-person combat. Get in, grab the Genmat, and make it out alive. Projectiles can be deflected, guards can fall victim to their own traps, and your grapple hook provides the added mobility to escape hot situations or close in and take down threats. Gain an edge by customizing your loadout to suit your playstyle, or adapt to the challenge ahead. And while Genmat remains your focus, rewards are all around you. Destroy traps and guards to drop building materials and rare parts for construction and upgrades. Raiding is challenging, and multiple attempts are part of the process. So, learn from your mistakes, take another step forward with every attempt, and master any outpost that stands in your way. And should you ever wish to combine your creativity or need a little backup, you can always team up to build or raid outposts with a friend. Meet Your Maker is a game that will never stop evolving. Through your creativity, iteration, and an ever-expanding toolbox adding to your arsenal on a regular basis, the possibilities are truly endless. The world of Meet Your Maker is waiting for you to shape it. We couldn't be more excited to see what you do. Thank you for watching.
cities of humanity are largely dens of neon lights, convenience, and corruption. Karakucho is no different, and behind all the glitz and violence, a world-ending disaster is fast approaching. The fate of humanity falls to the agents of Aion, who must decrypt their destinies to save the world from apocalypse in a brand new RPG from Atlas. Welcome, agents of Aion. The end of the world is at hand. Two AI beings, Ringo and Fig, have been created by the digital hive mind Aion to prevent this calamity. But to do that, they're going to need some help. Arrow, an agent from the Yatagarasu group. Milady, a mysterious member of the Phantom Society. And Saizo, a freelance summoner who follows his own path. As Ringo revives her human allies, she'll come to understand them better. However, Ringo herself is affected by her companion's conflicted emotional states. Enter the Soul Matrix. To help ease their cognitive conflict, Ringo can delve into the Soul Matrix, a vast labyrinth of their collective minds. By getting to know her companions and raising their soul levels, she can help identify and work through Arrow, Milady, and Saizo's lingering regrets. There will be times when Ringo can hang out at Bar Hydrum to raise everyone's spirits and their soul levels. Descending deeper into each member's soul matrix may also have benefits in combat. But that's a topic for another day. This ragtag group may not always agree, but they'll need to cooperate if they want to discover the truth behind their fates and save humanity in the process.
What is education? Here at 2 Point Campus, we aim not only to pose that question, but also to ask it. Over the past, however many years, you, our graduating students, have demonstrated a laser-sharp focus on your studies. You've broken new ground, as well as loads of other things. And even outside of academia, our fledgling cheeseball team have shown that, well, in their case, things can only get fatter. Today, as we unceremoniously, that were a long word, dump you into the outside world, we truly do hope that all your plausible dreams come true. So go forth and ask the important questions, like, can I have one of those biscuits? I know you are, but what am I? And why are we wearing these silly hats? Two Point Campus, enroll now.
He sure does take the edge off.
Just break out. Tell everybody break out. Break out. It's time to break out. We about to, it's time. Let's go, let's ride, let's roll. Got me feeling so free now. It's exactly what I need. We knocking down a door. Turn up a little more. Hey, what you waiting for? Break out. Race glasses, what's on me? I did the math, I got the test. Stay on the path, I lead. Under the rays, throw on the shades. This here the life that I need. Top down to the breeze. Whole crew came with me. It's about to get litty. Shake it till you break it, baby. Run. Hey, what you waiting for?
We are never safe in the dark. I learned that the hard way. Fears took on different shapes. It can't control me anymore. Fear is just danger signals, a response to stress. I won't let it get in my head.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you
I know what it looks like. A brilliant plan gone off the fucking rails. You think it's some pendejo messed up, and now all these poor bastardos gonna choke on an all-you-can-eat buffet of bullet tacos. Well, I promise you, everything will work out exactly the way it's supposed to. Just keep your eyes and ears open. The next few minutos could mean the difference between becoming Santo Ileso's numero uno crime boss or just another notch in some punk's stolen gun belt. So how does an up-and-coming gun-for-hire like you wind up in a hot mess like this? Let's rewind. You might not know it yet, but you and your friends are about to found an institution, the Saints. And if you want to be your own boss, you're gonna need to bust some heads. First step in the journey is launching a startup. I mean the fun kind. Illegal, criminal, and not exactly on the up and up. And it all happens here, in the southwestern paradise of Santo Ileso.
Try to keep up this time.
The This dusty jewel is a hotspot for striking it rich, from the glittering high-rises of Lakeshore right down to the dusty streets of Mercado, and across the sprawling desert that guards our city like the angel of death. It's the ultimate sinner's playground, ripe with opportunity to make a quick buck. But nothing comes for free here. Meet the factions. In this corner, you've got Los Panteros, Sergio's gang. They run a smuggling enterprise out of the Mercado and Barrio districts. They'll have no hesitations about getting up in your business, so watch your back around them. In the other corner, the idols. Now, these gatos are even more loco. I mean, just look at how they're dressed. These kids take homicidal anarchy to the EDM club. They don't even have a leader, just some faceless group known as the Collective. They won't be stingy about investing in ammo, so be hot when you cross paths. And guess what? There's always another corner. Atticus and his marshals take privatized defense technology to some seriously offensive levels. Capture and control is their motto. You wanna try your human luck against their advanced assets? Oh, you can. Just don't underestimate him. Anyway, I don't have to tell you this. Ain't they your former employers? Way out in the desert, there is another wild bunch you might cross cacti with. All I'll say is if you do, bring your duct tape and cardboard. So you came to Santo Eleso with a head full of dreams and a drive to hustle. You got the skills to make the kills, but you're not alone. Eli will be your strategic business associate. Count on him to invest the profits from all that blood, sweat, and lead into your startup. And in case you're ever looking for gift ideas, he's got this thing for pump shorties. When you need a fast getaway from trouble, Nina's right around the corner. She's not burning past cops. She's in the garage making sure the gang's whips are street illegal. And remember to enjoy the good times while you're out there hustling. Your shirt-hating roommate Kev is there for you. He's a combination DJ, chef, and all-around thrill junkie. But watch your back, Saints. They call this wild card the Nawali. Word on the street is this hitman has an eye on Santo Eleso too.
You really think you have what it takes to bring me in?
Holy shit!
Every kingdom needs a castle, right? Before long, you'll be living large on 3rd Street in your Saints HQ. This is where you'll run all your major operations. You'll find it stocked with every amenity you'll need to expand your criminal empire.
I don't know where this is going, but it sounds like my kind of stupid.
We all have a story, and while I can't predict everything that will happen in yours, I do know that you are destined for a hell of an adventure as you and your saints rise to power. Mind the twists and hard turns, and you'll emerge victorious with status, experience, respect, and all the fuck you money you could ever dream of. How you carve this road to success is up to you. Your criminal ventures taking over the city are where you'll exercise your free will as you shape your own empire from scraps. You want hot new skills, nines, and fits? Defraud the wealthy, open a chop shop, or train on robbers. Goals. Always remember, even criminals pay for things sometimes. Drop by local businesses to purchase, customize, and upgrade yourself and your valuables. You want to look like the boss of Santo Eleso? This place offers choices so deep you'll need a scuba tank.
Well, you know, I have a lot of practice and pent-up rage.
I hear that.
By the way, I hope you're starving for some authentic Southwestern combat. You can solve plenty of problems with bullets. Others call for a more bespoke approach. Don't be afraid of getting creative. You may even want some weaponry that'll bend the rules like you. If things get too hard, you know you can always call in friends from the outside. Of course, BFFs are also prone to messing with each other on occasion. Maintain a thick skin. And while you're working your way up the criminal ladder, I highly recommend starting a vehicle collection. It'll be for business as much as pleasure. As the boss, you can pretty much take your pick of makes and models. But you don't gotta settle for the standard trim. Get creative. Turn heads with some custom extras. No one ever said it had to be street legal, hermana. Blue sky's the limit. So, we good? You understand the plan? Sounds like you're ready for some grande-sized life changes, Jefe. And Santo Eleso aims to deliver. Anyway, as I was saying before, everything will work out just fine.
Breaking news here in Sledgehammer County. After a sharp increase of car racing activity in recent days, authorities now report a staggering amount of items and racetracks popping up out of nowhere. Jan, what do you make of it?
Well, Bill, it's like you say. Random bits and pieces of racetracks, along with all different kinds of items, have been emerging all over the county. And, wait, I'm just getting word that these pieces now seem to be rising into the air, forming an ever-expanding aerial racetrack and eclipsing the sky above Sledgehammer. Bill, I've never seen anything like this. You have to wonder, who is behind this, and where does it end?
Shadows in the sky, footsteps in the night.